Welcome to Arizona Living. I'm your host, Danielle Lerner. We're in Queen Creek inside a model home at Barney Farms by Fulton Homes, getting a closer look at this new beautiful community. But before we show you around, here's a look at what's coming up on the show. The importance of gun storage when it comes to kids' safety. The West's most western rodeo comes to town. We have the details, plus design advice from American Furniture Warehouse. That and much more coming up on Arizona Living. We are here in Queen Creek at Barney Farms, the newest development from Fulton Homes, and joining me now is Ed Hawley. Ed, thanks so much for having us out today.
Well, thank you for coming.
Now, you have been with Fulton Homes for decades. You have seen the growth in this area. Talk a little bit about this newest development, Barney Farms, and what makes it so unique.
Well, I can tell you, I've worked with Fulton Homes 32 years. This is my 17th community I've sold out of. I bought in a Fulton Home community myself before, and I just currently bought here. I'll be closing next week. Both myself and my sales partner, Lynn Adair, bought in this same community. So we truly mean it when we say we love this place and we would love to be a part of it, and it makes it easy to help other families do the same.
Of course, Fulton Homes is a staple here in Arizona, but when it comes to this particular community, for anyone who's never been out this way to see it, what does it have to offer that other places just don't?
So one of the unique things about this community, it's a lake community, deep water lake they call it. There's 3 lakes and there's over 3 miles of trails around that lake. Over 60 acres is dedicated just to the lakes and the greenbelt areas. So I've heard that we've spent $130 million on infrastructure in this neighborhood. That's more than any neighborhood we've ever done. So the amenities is definitely what sells this community. We've got community centers, we've got clubhouses, we've got an aquatic center with 2 beautiful pools, 6 play parks, and it's just a place that we all would want to find a little peace of mind and live here.
When it comes to the actual homes, talk a little bit about some of the different floor plans that you can offer here.
Sure. Fulton Homes has 4 different communities in this one neighborhood, and they start in the high 4s and then go up to $1 million. But you can find a little bit of everything for everyone in this neighborhood. It's a single-story neighborhood, basically, all single stories with loft options. So it's kind of nice to have anything from 1,600 to 2,000 square foot in our smallest series. We have about 2,000 to 2,400 in our next series, 2,400 to 2,800 in our third series, and 2,800 to 3,600 square foot in our largest. And that's just on the single stories. You add a loft and it adds about 1,000 square foot.
Yeah, options are so important when folks are going to consider buying a home, building a home. What would you say is the most important feature that folks are looking for right now when they are looking for their next home?
Well, I would say flexibility, and Fulton Homes is known for that. Fulton Homes has a design center that's over 13,000 square foot. And during COVID and after that, many builders went to packages. And that's terrible. Packages mean there's 4 or 5 packages. That means your cabinets, your countertops, your flooring is selected for you, and every 4th or 5th house is going to look basically the same. Fulton, with all the options, you can pick the house the way you want it. We typically have about 10 to 15 ways you can build each home.
What do you hope people take away from not just the buying process, but living in the Barney Farms community?
This is the best looking master plan community in the East Valley, probably in the state. And when people do visit it, it's pretty easy to convince them of it. They're already sold on the community when they drive through. We just have to help find them a home.
So if someone out there is interested in learning more, what sorts of homes do you have and what sorts of availability do you have?
Sure, that's a great question. We always have spec homes. That's one thing Fulton does a good job of. We have homes built at different stages that are available for our buying public to come in, and if they want something a little quicker, many people have already sold their resale home and they want to move right into something, and we've probably got about 40 completed homes right now in all of Barney Farms at different phases and different communities, and they could close in 30 days. And we have new build opportunities. We've got future phases coming, so we're in the first half of the development right now, and we've got plenty of home sites for everybody for quite some time here.
Excellent. Well, Ed, thank you so much for having us
Thank you,
out,
Danielle.
for your insight, and for showing us around. And if you would like more information, just head to their website. Fulton Homes does a lot in the community, including their newest event, the West's Most Western Rodeo in Scottsdale. Here's a look at what you can expect from this inaugural event.
Rodeo runs deep in Arizona. Arizona has the two oldest rodeos in modern day rodeos. Starting in the 1880s, is Payson is the world's oldest continuous rodeo, and Prescott, Arizona is the world's oldest rodeo. Here in Scottsdale's rodeo roots run deep, and our Scottsdale Rodeo, Parada del Sol Rodeo Scottsdale is very successful. We sell out, and it's hard to turn people away when you're at maximum capacity. So with the Fulton Homes, West Most Western Rodeo, we have the ability, the people that live here, to be able to make sure they can come see this caliber of rodeo. The success of the Parada del Sol Rodeo and the Rodeo Scottsdale in Scottsdale has brought us to this point that we sell out every year. And with the input from fans and the contestants and the people here in Scottsdale, they'd like to see a second rodeo. So we are so proud to partner with Fulton Homes for the Fulton Homes West Most Western Rodeo and bring back a true old school traditional rodeo. The importance of this rodeo this time of year is a lot of these cowboys are trying to make it to the national finals. That's the big payday. And if they're they take the top 15 at the national finals in Las Vegas in December. The cutoff's the last day in September to make that. So if you're in the 13th or 14th or 15th spot, or even 16th and 17th, they're coming to try to win some money to make it to that national finals. That's the goal of all cowboys. And cowboys is not that you are a cowboy. It's not what you do, it's who we are. And it's in your heart. So you can be a cowboy and come enjoy the rodeo. In your heart, you're a cowboy. Fulton Homes, West Most Western Rodeo will be September 6th, 7th, and 8th out at Westworld. It's a fantastic facility, and most important part, it's air conditioning, because it'll be September, it's still a little warm. And we put on a traditional rodeo, just like you would have seen back in the 50s and 60s. But we've added a couple new events this year for the women's contestants and cowgirls with the breakaway roping and the mounted cowgirl shooting. My son, who's the rodeo boss, Clayton, he says, I'm gonna sell you a whole seat, but you only need the edge, because it's an exciting traditional rodeo. And we made the tickets really reasonable with Fulton Homes. 5 and under is free, 5 to 12 is only $5 a ticket, and the general admission seat's $20. So it doesn't break the bank to get into the rodeo. So it's really part of Scottsdale and a true tradition of the West Most Western town having the Fulton Homes West Most Western Rodeo. More information, get your tickets at rodeoscottsdale.com for the Fulton Homes West Most Western Rodeo. We can't wait to see everybody there.
Fulton Homes is at the forefront of home building, making sure every home is energy efficient. In fact, all of their communities here in Arizona are Energy Star certified. Don't go away. We've got more Arizona Living coming up. We get help with tax issues from Axelon Tax Solutions. And we tell you the signs to look for that indicate a sewer problem in your home. If you're looking for a great deal on a delicious meal, then you should save the date for Fall Restaurant Week. You can dine all around Arizona at a discount from September 20th to September 29th. For information on Arizona Restaurant Week and the participating places, just head to their website. You've probably never thought of a preventative sewer line inspection, but the experts at Rightway are showing us why doing that now could prevent a costly fix in the future.
The sewer line is one of those things you don't think about until it backs up. We provide a lot of sewer inspections to homeowners that may have an issue or just want to know if they do have an issue. It's preventative doing a sewer inspection. That way you can get ahead of it and be proactive instead of reactive if you do have a backup. The signs of a sewer blockage will be slow drains like toilets gurgling, showers gurgling. When you run your laundry, water come up in a shower or a tub. Those are signs of a main sewer line backup. A couple ways to unclog a main sewer line is one, your standard drain snake. Two is a hydrojetting machine. Hydrojetting machine uses certain nozzles at various pressures to clean out sewer line, whether it's clear grease blockages, cut out roots, and then follow that with a video inspection to determine what the condition of that pipe is. As far as cast iron goes, cast iron we do a lot of descaling. We have equipment that we can go run inside the main sewer line in cast iron and hone out the inside of that pipe, and then we use the jetter to remove that scale from the system, and then again follow up with a video inspection to determine the condition of that pipe under the scale. The safest method to identifying a clog in a drain is with the camera. The benefits of utilizing a camera in your drain is just to determine the cleanliness of your drain, if you're going to be experiencing a backup in the future, and then you can take those necessary steps to clean the drain out so you do not have a backup. So generally tree roots get into a sewer line if the sewer line is leaking. That sewer line is no longer watertight, so then the roots seek the moisture. Generally the roots themselves don't break into the pipe. It does happen, but not as common as a sewer line leaking and the roots going towards that moisture. Definitely after a camera inspection, that can determine how many areas of your sewer line have issues. If it's multiple areas, then that would be the time to consider relining that entire sewer line versus doing repairs. So there's several types of trenchless pipe replacement or repair. We focus on lining and pipe patching. Generally, if you have a sewer line with multiple root intrusions, cleaning that sewer line out and installing a liner is more cost effective than doing multiple excavation and repairs on that sewer line. If you haven't had a sewer inspection done and you lived in the house for a while, get one done. If you're just moving into a home, get one done. And then once you do have a sewer inspection, you'll know what lies in the future of your sewer system. If you need any drainage services like jetting, lining, camera inspecting, line locating, call Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Paying your taxes can become even more of a burden due to unforeseen life challenges. If you are in that situation, the experts at Axelon Tax Services can help.
Life happens to all of us. If you get behind on your taxes, there's so many different things you can do that we can help you with. You shouldn't be afraid or concerned or worried. Even if you're getting letters from the IRS, what you do first, you call us, and we'll catch you up on your taxes so that you don't have to worry about that. And even if you owe money, we can help you with that. Here at Axelon Tax Solutions, we provide a full range of services for people that get behind on their taxes or that just need to file their tax returns. We help them file their tax returns, we help them resolve back tax problems with the IRS, and we help them plan for the future. We're not a middleman between you and the IRS. We're your service provider. We're a professional that represents you. So all of the people here that deal with the IRS on your behalf are either licensed attorneys or licensed enrolled agents, which is a tax IRS designation, or CPAs. So those licenses allow them to talk to the IRS as your representative on your behalf. And if it's an attorney, then the attorney has attorney-client privilege to protect what you tell them. You may wonder what we do. I want to tell you first of all about our name, because our COO, Olivia, came up with a great name when we were forming the company. And Axelon was her slice up of tax, money, and love. And that's what we want to do. We want to deal with your taxes, get your money taken care of, and give you the love. And so what we do is we connect with the IRS and represent you through the whole process and make sure you're protected, you're safe, and you're done. We can give you a free consultation and we'll talk through what's going on for you, and that doesn't cost you anything, and then we'll give you some advice. If you're wondering about what's going on, we can do an investigation. So if you think maybe you owe back taxes or you haven't done something, for a small amount of money, we can pull your transcript with the IRS, which is a record of everything the IRS has on you, everything that has been filed on your behalf and hasn't been filed. And we'll then be able to tell you exactly what's going on for you. So it's kind of like getting an x-ray. or an MRI. We can really get all the data on you and let you know what we think you should do. Dealing with the IRS is like trying to get your car repaired. I mean, how many people these days would open up their hood and start taking their car apart to fix it? It's the same with the IRS, so don't feel bad if it seems confusing. It is confusing. Like, we have licensed professionals that have gone through a lot of training to figure out how to deal with the IRS, and even we have to go slow sometimes because the IRS has got its own nuances about dealing with them. But we deal with the IRS on your behalf, we file everything for you, we talk on your behalf, and we protect you. Another thing to keep in mind is the laws change constantly, and all of us that are licensed here have to do continuing education, whether it's lawyers that are continuing legal education or accountants continuing education or the enrolled agents. So we have to stay abreast of the laws. We have to make sure we're current on the laws. And when we deal with the IRS, we can speak with people that directly talk to professionals, and we talk about the laws with them too to make sure we're all aligned. No matter what you're thinking about for your taxes, call us. We can help you with anything. If you're behind, if you don't know if you're behind, if you're wondering what you should do, if you know what you should do, call us. We're here to help.
Don't go away. We have much more coming up from Barney Farms by Fulton Homes. We get design advice for those with the sign of Virgo and the importance of proper gun storage and how it can save lives. Parker & Sons is celebrating 50 years serving Arizona homeowners, and they want to include you in the celebration. For their 50th anniversary, Parker & Sons would like you to share acts of kindness. They want to collaborate with local nonprofits and organizations to make an impact in the community. Head to the website to submit your act of kindness and join Parker & Sons in making a difference. The Arizona Criminal Justice Commission is on a mission to make everyone safer around guns. Their new campaign, Gun Safety Saves Lives, highlights the importance of proper gun storage.
Most people, when they purchase firearms, aren't really thinking about proper gun storage. They're really looking at, I need to find something that will protect my home. So making sure that people have education and information about proper gun storage is absolutely critical. The Gun Safety Saves Lives campaign and our partnership with Cox Communications has really been critical because we're seeing a lot of gun deaths, especially among youth who are getting access to guns when they shouldn't. And so part of this campaign is to help people get educated about the importance of proper gun storage. I would say maybe 48 to 50% of Arizona owns guns. So this isn't an anti-gun campaign. It's really about helping people learn about proper gun storage, how to educate their family, how to talk to their children about the importance of not touching guns. If they see a gun, tell someone, and making sure that if you've got youth in the house, that you make sure that they're locked and stored. In December of 2023, the Arizona Republic stated guns remain the leading cause of death among kids in Arizona. This is a staggering statistic for us. And so that was one of the primary reasons we wanted to make sure that we had a campaign that could educate people about proper gun storage. Towards the end of 2023, Arizona saw a string of 17-year-olds killed by gunfire in the valley, and government data has found children dying by firearm, and it continues to increase. And that has been a major issue in Arizona to make sure Arizona families are safe. The Rand Corporation conducted a study in 2020 which states that in Arizona an estimated 46.3% of adults have guns in their home. This really high rate of gun ownership underscores the importance of proper gun storage to prevent unauthorized access, particularly by children. And also, according to a 2018 study conducted by the Journal of Urban Health, an estimated 4.6 million American children reside in a household where at least one gun is kept loaded and unlocked. That's really scary, especially as a parent. It doesn't matter where my kid is, might be at my home or at a friend's house. If they're at a friend's house and that parent has a gun that is loaded and unlocked, someplace that children can get access to it, that's a very terrifying concept. If you think about, that's a lot of homes that have guns that are loaded and unlocked. And so that's access for children and people who may not be experienced gun handlers. There are a lot of resources available, and we at the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission are working to compile a whole list of resources for parents, especially because we want parents to talk to their children about proper gun safety. We want parents to be informed themselves about how to properly store their firearms. And then also we're working with the schools. If you see a gun, tell someone, and that's really, really important. So we really want people to come to our website and take a look around and learn more. Visit us online at gunsafetysaveslives.com.
Don't go away. We have more coming up from Barney Farms in Queen Creek. We learn how to design for the zodiac sign of Virgo. We continue our series Designing for Your Zodiac Sign, and this time the design experts at American Furniture Warehouse are focused on Virgo.
Welcome back to our Zodiac Room series. As we wrap up the summer months, we are now entering the Virgo season. The ruling planet of Virgo is the Earth, and when you think of the Earth, you think of very grounding colors. Virgos prefer neutrals, so a neutral color palette that they can easily mold and change and add in things such as more natural materials. One thing that Virgos love are pairings. As you see in the space, we paired two consoles together. We have two sets of art around the TV, and we also have a pair of chairs. Virgos also love to collect things, and this arch display cabinet is the perfect piece for any Virgo home to display all their keepsakes. As always, you can find everything in this room and more at afw.com or in store.
Thank you for joining us, and we want to thank everyone here at Barney Farms by Fulton Homes for having us, for showing us this beautiful community with extraordinary amenities. If you would like to learn more, just head to their website. I'm Danielle Lerner, and we'll see you next time on Arizona Living, where we help you live an inspired life.